Good YouTube. Quinn Wade with that basketball analysis, and it's going to be on Analysis Playground on YouTube, of course. We're going to talk about a game where the Phoenix Suns got Jalen Green back and they rolled over the Los Angeles Clippers, and the Clippers are now 3-5. The craziest part about it is the Suns have a better record at home, 4-1, and just in general 4-5 than the Clippers do. And this was a game you thought that the Clippers would take a little bit more serious, but they chose to rest some of their players, and it ended up becoming a loss. Though it was competitive a little bit, then it got blown out. They got blown out to the Phoenix Suns, and the Suns were just able to just coast to victory. Suns won that first quarter 31-27. The Clippers won the second quarter 24-17, and you thought that this would be a game where the Clippers might grip them and put them the way they want to defensively and offensively, but it just didn't work out that way. The Suns ended up winning that third quarter 40-23, and honestly, it was game at that point. It was just crossing the finish line. The Clippers did win the fourth quarter 28-27, but the game was far away and out of reach for them to make a comeback, and they didn't really do enough to be able to do it anyway. No James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, things of that nature, so things looked a little ugly. But Nicholas Batum, 18 minutes, 2 rebounds, 0 of 3 from the field. He only took 3 shots, but he only played 18 minutes also. One personal foul, he was a minus 14 and plus minus. Derrick Jones Jr., you would have thought that he would have did more, but he really didn't. 22 minutes, he only had 10 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 3 or 4 from the field, 75%, 2 or 3 from 3, 66%, 2 or 2 from the free throw line, 4 personal fouls. He was a minus 25 and plus minus. The person they kept going to for offense really was Zubac, and it was working. It helped them get the lead in this game, but he just couldn't continue doing it because it became too obvious what they was trying to do there. 27 minutes, 23 points, 11 rebounds, 5 of them was offensive. He had 2 assists, 2 steals, and 2 turnovers. The hook shot was working, the dunks was working, the finesse and the patience worked in his favor to be able to score those 23 points. 8 of 14 from the field, 57%, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 87% there, 2 personal fouls, and a minus 11 and plus minus. Bradley Beal was supposed to be that guy that can go for 15 to 30, but he only had 5 in 20 minutes. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 2 of 14 from the field. He was a big reason why they got blown out in this game. 14% from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 20%, 3 personal fouls. He was a minus 23 and plus minus. And Chris Dunn, he didn't really do much either when it came to scoring the basketball. Zubac and Derrick Jones Jr. were the only 2 players that getting double figures in the starting lineup. Chris Dunn played 24 minutes. He only had 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 on his offensive, 6 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, 3 or 4 from the field, 75%, 1 or 1 from 3, 2 or 2 from the free throw line, minus 27 and plus minus. John Collins, 23 minutes, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 3 on his offensive, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 4 turnovers, 5 of 11 from the field, 45%, 2 or 3 from 3, 66%, 1 or 3 from the field, 33%, 1 personal foul. He was a minus 6 and plus minus. He was a guy that was trying to go out there and play hard and do whatever he can to try to keep them ahead and keep them in the game. You got to give him a lot of love for that. And he was even trying to bring it defensively. It just didn't work out. Telfort, 7 minutes, 1 point, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover, or 1 from the field. 1 of 4 from the free throw line, 25%, 2 personal fouls, plus 7 and plus minus. Brook Lopez, 18 minutes played for him. 6 points, 3 boards, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, 3 of 6 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 2 personal fouls for him. Good game. He did what he could. He would have helped a little bit more if he knocked down his threes, but it just wasn't his night there. Yankic, 3 minutes, 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 of 2 from the field. 1 block, plus 1 and plus minus for him. Chris Paul, he only played 10 minutes. He had 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. He was 1 of 3 from the field, 33%, missed all his threes. He took 2. It was a plus 4 and plus minus. You would probably want a little bit more out of him also. But Bogdanovich, 28 minutes, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. You're happy with that. one block, one turnover, 3 of 8 from the field, 37%, 2 of 6 from three, 33%. He did go 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 100%. Three personal fouls and a plus 10 and plus minus. Kobe Brown played 16 minutes. He didn't score either. He took two shots, missed them. One was from three. He did have 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and a turnover, and a personal foul was a plus 6 and plus minus. Cam Christie, 25 minutes, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 5 of 7 from the field, 71%, 2 of 3 from three, 66%, 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 71%, a plus 13 and plus minus. He gave them the best performance offensively off the bench today with those 17 points. And he's been good for them. Another ball handler, a guy that can make a shot, catch and shoot, or off the dribble or in transition. Not great at it, but he's decent enough to be able to do it. If you have, you know, the jitters defensively, you try to make a mistake or you give him something that look obvious, he can make it pay. And that's what you want because you already got a lot of players like Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, Bradley Beal that can do the bulk of that in your starting lineup or off the bench, depending on who you put in there lineup wise with them. 41 rebounds, 24 assists as a team, 8 steals, 4 blocks, 15 turnovers, 35 of 79, 44%, 10 of 31, 32%, 22 of 30, 73%, 19 personal fouls. The Phoenix Suns, Royce O'Neal, 28 minutes, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 1 of his offensive, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 6 of 11 from the field, 54%, 5 of 10 from three, 50%, 2 personal fouls, a plus 8 and plus minus. He was a bucket, and he has been for them, and he needs to continue to be that. And if you help off one of them, they're going to make that pass right to Royce O'Neal because he always finds a way to get open. And as long as he's dropping them in, you ain't going to be mad at him because that's his job to do and keep the ball moving and help out on the boards. He did all those things and did it efficiently today. Mark Williams, another double-double, and that's why I said they need to start him because at least, you know, he's good offensively and he's a good rebounder and he can shoot a little bit even from the free throw line. 28 minutes, 13 points, 10 rebounds, 3 of them was offensive, 2 steals, 4 of 8 from the field, 50%, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 83%, 4 personal fouls, a plus 18 and plus minus. Grayson Allen, 36 minutes, 18 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, 2 turnovers. 7 of 13 from the field, 53%, 4 of 9 from three, 44%, 4 personal fouls, a plus 22 and plus minus. He kept finding a way to get open too, but he was moving without that basketball and was ready to shoot whenever he got the ball. But you have to like the fact that he turns down threes too to get other shots or other plays because it's always something to be done better, especially if you see it, and that's what you have to do on this Phoenix team that can be limited sometimes offensively. But Devin Booker, 37 minutes, 24 points. He had 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals. He did take the most shots on the team. He had 3 turnovers also, 10 of 22 from the field, 45%, 3 of 7 from three, 42%. He made his only free throw. And he would also had 4 personal fouls and was a plus 11 and plus minus. Just a great game. I love what he does with his playmaking. I love how he's getting to his spots, forcing the defense to make decisions and trying to capitalize off the mistake that they made by keeping his head up and looking at the whole floor before he makes a play. That's what you have to do if you're going to be a leader. That's what you're going to have to do if you believe in a team like this. You signed double long term, and you making the best out of that lemon, and you made some good lemonade, and y'all all sharing it. Gave y'all a lot of effort and a lot of energy today, and y'all gonna be tired after this game because y'all worked hard for it, but y'all deserve it because y'all won it. Jalen Green was fantastic in my personal opinion. 29 points, had it going from three, had it going to get into the basket, had the mid range going. 3 rebounds, 1 of them was offensive, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 turnovers, 10 of 20 from the field, 50%, 6 of 13 from three, 46%, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 60%, 1 personal foul, plus 30 and plus minus. Man, can he score the basketball? He's really good. And they needed another ball handler that can play make a little bit and score just to give Devin Booker some breathing room. Everybody else can be skill set players, but you need somebody else to just turn the balance a little bit and not have everybody so focused on stopping Devin Booker or getting to Devin Booker. And Jalen Green fits that role, and that's why I knew they fit together. But we have to see if they can continue to win because that's what they're going to want to do and say we should be good enough to make the playoffs or to play in to be able to make the playoffs. And we'll see if they're able to do that. Most people don't believe they're good enough is why I say that. Nigel, 1 minute, -2 and plus minus. He didn't do anything because he played 1 minute. Oso Iguodaro, 12 minutes, no points, 3 rebounds, one was offensive, one assist, one steal, 0-1 from the field, 4 personal fouls, a -12 and plus minus. Ryan Dunn got double figures with 10 points. He was the only guy to get in double figures in any statistical category off the bench with those 10 points, 25 minutes. He also had 5 offensive rebounds for his 5 rebound total. 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 turnovers, 3 of 7 from the field, 42%. 1 of 3 from the 3 point line, 33%. 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 100%. One personal foul, plus 12 and plus minus. Rasheer Flemings, 1 minute, 1 rebound, one personal foul, a -2 and plus minus for him. Nick Richards, 11 minutes, 3 points, 3 rebounds. One of them was offensive. 2 turnovers, 1 of 1 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 50% there, +3 and plus minus. And then Kaman played 1 minute, which is really nothing. -2 and plus minus. That's just silly. And then Jordan Goodwin played 11 minutes, but he didn't score. He went 0-4 from the field and 0-2 from three. But he did get an offensive rebound and a turnover and was a -20 and plus minus with 2 personal fouls. And then Colin Gillespie, 25 minutes, 5 rebounds, one of them was offensive, 7 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, 0 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and a -1 and plus minus. I like what the Suns did. They had 44 rebounds. They out rebounded the Clippers. They had 27 assists. That was more than the Clippers. 13 steals was more than the Clippers. 2 blocks. They had less than the Clippers there. They both teams had 15 turnovers exactly. 41 to 92, 44%. They both shot the same. 19 to 49, 38% from three. They shot better, and they also shot more. The Suns did. And then 14 to 19, 73% from the free throw line. The Clippers shot way more free throws than the Suns, but the Suns ended up carrying the game when it came to scoring, and getting turnovers with the steals and stuff like that. So it ended up helping them out, even though they gave up a lot of free throw attempts. And they also committed 23 personal fouls, while the Clippers only committed 19. And it's crazy just watching this game and seeing that the Suns really needed it. It's like this is a game where you want to play the Clippers to prove that you can beat them, but you're also happy just getting the win because most people think the Clippers going to have enough to get to the playoffs anyway, and the Suns are going to be clinging on, hoping that they can make it and trying to do whatever they can. So you do have to take advantage of a game like this and go out there and win it because you never know how these wins going to come, as the season continues. So the Suns, they have to do a whole lot more because they're less talented, just simple as that, than a team like the Clippers. So this is a win that they needed. No Kawhi Leonard, no Harden. We can't let this one go. We can't let them beat us because we should be able to beat this team. We're on the same level or a little bit better than they are. And we have to get a win like this if we're going to have a successful season in our eyes as the Phoenix Suns. And the Clippers, I don't know what they're doing. Like, they have a very talented roster. They have a very good mix of variety of players, and they have a lot of good players at the positions that they have. But if they're not going to get guys on the court, if they're not going to build chemistry, if they're not going to take things as serious as they need to, they're just going to be another team filling a spot in the playoffs or filling another spot in the play-in just to say we had another good season and the goal was to possibly win a championship. I don't know if I take the Clippers serious as a championship contender anymore. They're old, but it's just like it's not even that. I just don't feel like they're all in with this roster. Like when they was putting it together in the offseason, they was making all these moves. You thought we're going all in to win a championship. That's our only goal, and it just looks like that's if we get it, we get it. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, we can just move on to the next season. And that's the crazy part about veterans. They're gonna always look at it like I'm a legend, I'm a Hall of Famer without a championship. And since it's true, they always make it seem like the next season isn't as important to them because they already proved what they had to prove in their career. And Kawhi Leonard has been one of those leaders where he just said that he was ready to go be healthy. He'll have no reasons to sit out. And now he hasn't been out there, and then other guys are not out there, and this is something that's already starting to happen and becoming a bad trend for them. And it's just the beginning of the season, and they're already showing you that whatever comes up, it just seems like playing great basketball is second to them. And I'm not trying to disrespect them. I'm not trying to call them out. I'm just noticing it's like the people that really wants to win is not going to let smaller minor things stop them from doing it. They're going to take that as serious as the big things, because this team hasn't won anything since they got Kawhi Leonard. That's what they thought. Getting Kawhi Leonard would make us a championship team eventually. Paul George is already gone. You know what I mean? This is a different iteration of the Clippers already, and they're trying to keep that window open as much as they can. And if they're going to just continue to just be good or good enough to be a playoff team, it's going to always make you feel like we're cheating ourselves as fans. We talk ourselves into it, we hype ourselves into it, knowing that we're going to get the same result. And I just don't know why the Clippers fans show up at this point. Because if this is your best players going to do, and this is what they're going to do throughout the season, you know damn well, to be honest, they're not going to accomplish that goal of being champions. They might get out of the first round at best. They might lose in this first round. That's most likely. But I feel like their habits and things that they're doing is the reason why they're not going to accomplish the goal in the first place. And people saying that Ty Lue, can you even blame Ty Lue? Because a lot of this stuff he don't really have a control over. You know what I mean? He just going out there coaching with what he has and trying to find out the win. And he's been doing that each and every season that he's been a coach. It just hasn't been enough in a great enough run to be champions. And I don't think it's going to happen this year or in the future. And I've been saying that the Clippers, they run probably been over 2 years ago. But since they can't find anything better and they're not guaranteed to suck enough to get a number one pick that can change their franchise again, they're holding on to Kawhi because they know if he gets healthy, we got a shot. We only need to get it right once. And if we get it right once, we're champions. Although that is true and it has happened in NBA history, it's just the West is just too deep and just too talented to see them just having a miracle run against this type of West. Like if it was 5 years ago, maybe, because you only had to really worry about one team, and that was the Lakers. But this is 5 years later. Teams are just as talented, just as deep, just as well coached, and you just don't have those creaks and those cracks and those advantages that you once had over other teams. And if you don't have that, you just playing an even battlefield or a losing battlefield. And if you ain't going to scoop it up, which they're not going to do, then you just have to face reality that y'all hyped and was excited for a season that ends the same, which is not being champion. So I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. And I am a person that was excited to see the Clippers, this version of the Clippers, and I'm looking at it and saying, I'm not really going to enjoy this team the way that I thought I would. I'm accepting that now. I'm owning that now. And I'm just going to look at it like they can play some good teams, and it'll be fun to see them win some. It'll be fun to see them competitive against some good teams, but they're not going to get it done this year, and it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I'm just going to be watching to see can they compete. And if they compete, I'm not going to take it serious in the playoffs, but I'm just going to be enjoying it in the regular season because their season going to be over early if they do make it to the playoffs. And if they don't, that would be even more of a failure and even more of a disappointment. But going based on what they're doing right now, it don't even seem like they care. But I'm not going to count them out that much because I know how many chances they're going to be able to get to still get it right enough to be able to make it anyway. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first comes out. I make conversation videos just like this about various NBA only topics. Also make breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and other future stars. Also do mock draft and draft coverage too. So you love that type of content, you can't get enough of it. This is the channel for you. Plus I got over 3,000 plus videos already on my channel. Plus I try to make videos every day and throughout the day to give y'all something to watch and something to look forward to when it comes to NBA and basketball content. Other than that, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for supporting me in the past and the present. Hope y'all continue to do it in the future. Thank y'all for appreciating the content for what it is and continuing to come back and enjoying it. And thank y'all for being fans of me for over the years. It's hard to keep you. It's hard to get you, but I'm happy with the ones I got. And I'm happy with the videos that I make. And as long as I got people that enjoy it and love it for what it is, that's the best feeling ever as a content creator. Other than that, peace. Y'all stay blessed up gone. This is the only video I'm turning in Thursday. So I hopefully can see y'all Friday to give y'all more content to watch on the games that happen on that day. Peace.